Hello, my name is Markus Ohlenforst and I'm the Managing Director of IconPro. IconPro is a spin-off of the university here in Aachen and a startup in the field of machine learning for production. So IconPro focuses on three different key fields, which are the ones that we see here on these slides: predictive quality, process optimization and predictive maintenance, which I will explain in more detail later on. So founded in 2018, IconPro is today with in total 15 employees coming from 6 different nations. So we are a quite international English-speaking team here in the heart of Aachen, in the near of the RWTH Aachen campus that is 100% dedicated to the development of user-friendly AI products for production. What we see here are the 4 founders of IconPro. On the left, Dr. Edgar Dietrich, who is the former director and founder of the software company QDAS, which produces statistical software for production and is known and established in this field since more than 20 years. In 2015, QDAS was bought by Hexagon. On the right side here, we see Professor Dr. Schmidt, who is the director of the chair for production metrology and quality management, as well as his managing chief director, Dr. Martin Peterek. And also we see me here. So me, myself, I also wrote my PhD thesis at the WZL at the chair of Professor Schmidt. So what we can say here is that through the link to the industry or Hexagon respectively on the one hand, and to the academia through Professor Schmidt and his chair on the other hand, we unite both worlds, so industry and academia or science, to deliver the best possible products. What we see here is actually the big potential that industrial AI bears. So here we see the estimated additional growth of the German GDP due to AI until 2025. And what we also see is that here more than 50% of that is due to AI in production. In total, this sums up to a couple of hundreds of billions of euros. So what is it that we actually do? We want to enable you to utilize your production data. This means data from controls and sensors of production units, from MES or SPC databases for manufacturing or statistical process control, as well as data coming from ERP databases like from SAP or Oracle that are there for electronic resource planning. Based on that data, we want to apply intelligent data analysis, meaning here we want to first collect online data and visualize it, so data coming or data which is about machine process and quality parameters. Based upon that, we want then to apply automated machine learning analyses to find clusters, anomalies or relationships in the data. But of course, what we do is not for the sake of machine learning itself. It is always about to predict and optimize future machine states, process states or quality states. And this is being done for the following benefits, which we see here on the right side of the slide. It's to optimize or reduce process costs. It's to reduce process or cycle times, and it's to increase quality or reduce scrap rates. So what is it that we specifically do? So we develop and offer machine learning software for 3 different key fields. These are process monitoring, meaning here the faster and more accurate evaluation, for example, of process capabilities with the help of neural nets. It's about predictive maintenance, which we do especially for coordinate measurement machines, where it is about to predict the next necessary maintenance or calibration date of the coordinate measurement machines to reduce the calibration and maintenance costs to a minimum, while at the same time assuring the continuous use of the system. And it's about, last but not least, predictive quality. So here, predict quality of certain parts based on production data to be able to reduce inspection costs, for example, by just measuring then at the end these parts which are predicted to be critical with regards to quality. And also to optimize process parameters to increase the quality or reduce scrap at the end. So everything what we do is actually about to increase productivity and quality in production. So over the years we have already worked with a lot of different customers and partners which we see here on this slide. So if you would like to do a project with us, how would it actually look like? So what we see here are the project phases throughout a project to implement industrial AI based on our knowledge, based on our software suite, based on our software products. So first of all, it always starts with an introduction, of course, where we will take a closer look at your processes and the available data sources. We will probably sign a non-disclosure agreement. And then in the next step, it's about a test study. This is being performed. So there we will assess the data that you already have or that you can collect until the point where we start the test study to assess the amount and the quality of your data. And then then there will be some kind of feasibility result, meaning does it make sense to further pursue this use case or not? And if so, what is it that you can expect at the end? Only then the real project will start with the actual implementation phase, where we will then start to implement the software for your use case, or take our existing software for your use case and implement the necessary interfaces to your sensor and production units. Then we will do a validation, of course, which we'll probably done first of all here in our office, but then the deployment phase follows. And there then we will deploy the software or the results respectively for your use case, and will also install the software if needed, or just derive and present some recommendations to optimize your production use case depending on the individual project. At the end then the monitoring phase comes in, which you will monitor if the software or the derived recommendations remain valid, and if the overall result is sustainable or stable respectively, so that at the end we can assure that you have some kind of benefit from this. So this is how it looks like. If you got interested in this, or if you're interested to get in contact with us, then don't hesitate to write me or write a message via our webpage, and maybe you will also take a look at our other videos. So thanks for your attention, thanks for listening, and goodbye.